this is Becca from Becca's Music Room. I am here with something that might excite you. Today we're going to be doing a TPT critique. So what we're going to do is I'm going to pick one of the shops that was commented on the original video when I announced we were going to do this, and go through and screencast everything that I see and everything that I notice that either goes really well and is really good, or that could be a little bit better. And no offense to the person that I pick, I will try to be very nice. But yeah, so it's very helpful even if it's not your shop, because you can see things that people are doing well, things that maybe there could improve a little bit. The ultimate goal being that hopefully you will earn more money. So if you would like to be featured in a future video, then leave a comment down below. I'm thinking about doing this as a regular segment on here. I don't know how often I want to do it, maybe once every month or every 2 or 3 months, something along that line. So if you would like to be featured, leave a link down here. Let me know your shop name, who you serve, so what like grade levels or what subject, and how long you've had your shop, because that also gives me really helpful information about what's going on. So yeah, if you enjoy this, please make sure you like, subscribe, and share, and let's hop right in. Alright friends, so I am on the original video where I announced that we were going to do the TPT critiques, and I scrolled down and looked through the comments and picked one kind of at random and kind of out of curiosity. So I ended up picking rap opera for kids, mostly because I am just so dang curious about rap opera for kids. I mean, who would not be curious about that? So I already came through and kind of looked through just to kind of familiarize myself with what was going on. And honestly, this is going to be mostly like this person's doing a great job, do what they're doing. So when you pull up, first of all, I found this by searching rap opera for kids, which makes a difference. That means he's coming up in search for his store, which you want. I searched 1 or 2 other people's stores, and I did not find you from the search bar. So just a heads up on that. We'll see if maybe we can figure out those things down here. I like the logo, really clean, really simple, has the name, also has your face so people know who you are. Really high ranking, 472 followers, awesome. Love this moving graphic, and then I also like how you refer to it here and then have it this nice thing here. Let's see, featured items, root words, prefixes and suffixes, Harriet Tubman reading passages, making inferences, and Google Classroom. Okay, so I like how these are really varied and just different. There's a bundle and there's only $3. What's in the bundle? You have 5 things in this bundle and it's only $1. It's only $3. How much are these?
Luxury beats. Carry us, Harriet, lead us all the way through the Underground Railroad secret escape route. Keep it quiet on the low. She'll take you to another place where you're safe and tower breaking through.
Impressive. Alright, so let's see. So I'm trying to see what all comes in here. So we have the video that has the recording. I love that you have the recording. Skim through the song lyrics to become familiar with the biography. Listen to the song while reading through the lyrics. Sort the lyrics in chronological order as you listen. Take turns retelling in your own words. With a partner, take turns using sequencing words, so like before and after. Okay, so these are the lyrics, and I guess you cut them up and put them into the correct order. So the reason I clicked on this was because I was like, holy cow, there was so much stuff for so little money. Let's read through this real quick. I like the bold. I like that it has subtitles. That's really helpful. And I like that you have it on TPT and YouTube, because some schools block YouTube. And it includes instructions. I love this. I put this in all of mine as well. I say this activity includes, or this product includes, so that you know exactly what you're getting, because managing expectations are definitely the best. we like this as well. That's going to help you. I'm assuming this goes to your email list. Get more people. Yep, email list sign up. Ah, look at that on your website. Awesome. So if you are watching this and you don't have all of this, definitely recommend putting your email sign up in the description. I do that especially because if people are already looking for stuff and then they're like, oh, look, free things. Always have something free that is available. Okay, and looks like you're pretty up to date on new things. This is awesome. Is this from TPT Reviews? I would like to know that. Comment down below and let me know because I'm curious. And I like that you have this nice big ol' thing on the side that talks about that as well. Playlist, monthly previews, every. Okay, all right, very nice. So the reason I've been going so deep into this is because you could totally charge more than 80 cents for that. Like 80, I mean, seriously, how long did it take you to come up with this wrap? Because 80 cents is very, very cheap. I would say at least go up to $1, depending on, maybe check your conversion rates and see how high they are. There's a magic, like, I think they always say 6%. If it's like more than 6%, then you can go raise your prices. If it's less than 6%, you can take it down, or maybe it's 3%. I don't know. Check your conversion rates. If they're pretty high, like if they are 6% or more, go ahead and make this more expensive because 80 cents is like nothing. Also, if you put in more principal activities, so like instead of just the one, if you could do, look, you could literally do this page and leave out some of the words and have the kids fill them in, which would take you 12 seconds to do, but it would add a second worksheet that they could do, which would be nice and easy, and some teachers might prefer that. Or you could add like a writing prompt to go along with it, and if you did that, you could make it like $1.50 or $2. So maybe look into ways that you could make it a little more expensive, because my concern is, if it's 80 cents and they don't buy anything else, TPT is going to take that service charge out on top of their commission. You're making like nothing. However, I love that you have all of the bundles. I'm also curious to know your conversion rate on this one because my higher price bundles don't sell very well. But that might be me. Like that you have your standards on here. That's really helpful. I don't put my standards because I teach music and I can't do that. Good. I like the terms of use in here so people already know exactly what they can and cannot do. Okay, let's go look at something else. Now that I've gone way down deep. Ooh, I love that all the covers that all go together match, and I like that in general all your covers seem to match pretty well. There was one, this one I have a hard time reading because of just how the hip hop rap looks. This one's a lot easier because it has that, I'm pointing to the screen, you can't see it. It has the like white part around the words, which makes it a lot easier to read than this one, which apparently I can't make bigger. This one, I don't know, for some reason I can read this one pretty well, although the keep it on the low is a little bit harder to read. So, but I do like this style. It is a little maximalist, but it works. Again, $1. I mean, your store, you do whatever you want. But seriously, $1. Anyway, over here, ooh, 444 products, awesome. I love all of the categories because I find them helpful when I'm shopping. I always come down here, and I really like this. I do this in my store too, how you have some different categories with like stars or like a plus sign, and they kind of match. So like math skip counting and songs for math match, and they both have that little plus sign. So that's really helpful because then you can kind of see like, okay, I understand what these are. I like that you have a free, why do you have freebie activities and free resources? Are they the same things? Or are they different things? Let's look at your bestsellers. So bestsellers. See, look, your bestseller is $5, so you could totally make the other one more expensive. Black History Month play and readers theater activity. Ooh, readers theater activities are super fun. I love that white around it. It makes it really easy to read. The jazz is a little bit harder to read. I think if I not that anyone wants. Your covers look pretty good, so you don't have to go back and change them, but if you were already gonna go back and change them, I would put that white around all of them. But honestly, it's good enough. I wouldn't bother with it. Okay, let's see. History of jazz music worksheets and reading passage with a rap song. That's fun. We might put that. We're doing jazz right now. Why I was coming here was that I wanted to see what sells the best because you specifically commented and asked about the 80-20 principle. So it looks like most of your top sellers are Reader's Theater, ignore that one, Main Ideas, Inferences, Reader's Theater, Compare and Contrast, fiction versus nonfiction. So why I'm pulling these out, roots words, is because pretty much all of these are English activities, which means your bestsellers are English activities, and the fact that there's 2 readers theater ones tells you a lot of stuff. So that means that in the 80-20 principle, if 20% of your stuff makes 80% of your profit, then focus on these types of activities. Now, that doesn't mean you only have to do those types of activities, but if these are your top ones, I would suggest focusing on these. So do more readers theater, do more English activities, because none of these top ones are math. And I saw that you had some math ones. I mean, don't take the math ones down, but still. Also, a lot of them are Black History Month stuff. So that would be awesome. Okay, you've got the history of jazz music passages and music history worksheets. And you've got 2 jazz ones, so those seem to do pretty well. Can I see what, like, the least bestsellers? I was like, oh, we looked at the most popular things. Let's look at the least popular things. But I can't get to the end of your products because you have so many. So I'm just going to leave it here. Okay. So, interesting that free. So we're just going to leave it here. Let's see. What are close to, these are products 320, 340. Now, I don't know when you uploaded these, which can make a difference as to how well they sell. Also, I don't know if you sell like one of these or if you sell like 20 of these a day. No clue. But let's see, editing and proofreading, synonyms and antonyms not appear to tell you when things were uploaded, but it does say copyright 2020. Okay, so that implies to me that this is fairly new.
By 1775, Benny who signed Wheatley's letter of support were no longer alive. Others are more concerned with the American Revolution than supporting the genius of an African American.
Okay, so I'm trying to figure out what is the difference between this and your bestsellers. I'm trying to figure out why this one is not as high up in the bestsellers. This was also 2019, so maybe it's just newer because it would have been last year. Or maybe it's because you said song, but you didn't put opera in, or you didn't put rap into this one. All of the top ones said rap in the title, so that might be something that kind of hooks people. So I might go with that anytime there is a rap, just to make sure that you put rap in there. This one does have it, but since it's seasonal items tend to be lower because you're only buying them for a couple weeks at a time. All right, so I'm not going to go through all of these. I would suggest that you go through and see what are your top sellers and what are not selling as well, and kind of focus on making new products that are things that would be in your top sellers. And then for things that are not selling as well, see if maybe you can figure out why. So maybe you haven't been promoting these as much as the other ones. So see if maybe you can promote more. And feel free to raise your prices a little bit because seriously, like, I mean, I'm not a rapper, so I don't know, but I would assume it took quite a bit of time to come up with all of that because you got to research it and then you got to write and you got to make it make sense and they rhyme pretty well and just yeah, I would definitely go through and see if you can raise some prices. So those are my suggestions. All right, so to recap the things that we learned from Rap Opera from Kids, I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. Moving banner, super awesome, including freebie link in the description to collect your emails. Wonderful. Bundles are great. You had lots and lots of bundles. Categories on the side, I'm talking about this. Make it super easy to find things, especially with these little, like the stars and then like the little plus signs, things like that. To make your store even better, because I'm sure you're doing fine, because it looks like you're doing fine. Increase your dang prices. Nothing in your store should be less than $1. I see this all the time, unless it's like one piece of clip art and it's little. Just like nothing should be less than $1. It's not even worth the time to put it on TPT if you don't charge $1 for it. Make sure covers are not too busy and can be easily read. Oops. And apply the 80-20 rule to your resources. So make more of what is selling, so those very top things that are selling, and then find out if there's anything that you aren't doing that you could do to sell the others. So like maybe you're not promoting them as much, maybe you're not talking about them, maybe you can. I've been recently trying to do this, and so I've been going through and seeing what has been selling and what hasn't, and I've been making more of what is selling, and things that have not been selling I've been trying to promote to make sure that visibility is not the problem. And I have found that a lot of times it is just plain visibility, like people just don't know it's there. Rap Opera from Kids, looks like you're doing a great job. We were discussing how my YouTube channel doesn't convert super well, and you were saying that yours does, and I assume all, but at least most of the raps that you have on your website, which is awesome because people will find you for the raps on YouTube and then they'll be like, oh, look, I can pay $1 because you're going to raise your prices and get a whole activity for my class, and that'll take up a whole 10 minutes of my lesson plan. So, really cool stuff. Really interested. I am still a little curious as to why you have opera, because it seems to be a little more rap than opera, so I don't really understand that. Feel free to comment down below and explain it a little bit better. I'm gonna play around in here a little bit more. If you would like to be featured in the next critique, because I do plan to do these semi-regularly, I haven't decided how often, I guess it depends on how popular they are, leave a link to your TPT shop down below in the comments and let me know how long your store has been open so I have a little bit more context, and also who you're trying to serve so that I, just know, and then anything else that you think that I might need to know to accurately understand. Honestly, probably all of the stores are not going to be this awesome. Just a heads up. But yeah, pretty cool. So go check out Rap Opera from Kids. Comment down below if you would like to be in the next one. And yeah, thanks so much for watching and have a wonderful, wonderful week.